We can see now on this screen the start list for the men's A race. From the inside, Nick Andrews, Alex Hartman, Ryota Yamagata, Yoshida Kiryu, Joshua Clark, Trey Williams, Joseph Miller, and Aaron Breslin. Now, this is a very, very handy field when you've got athletes who've run 10:44 and 10:36 on the outside lanes. It's not bad. Bit of an international field, 2 Japanese athletes and a New Zealander. Joseph Miller actually recently ran a windy 10:11.
Saw that.
Only the other week, and that's actually the New Zealand records, 10:11. I think he had a 2.6. So he's in a bit of shape, but these guys need to run 10:12.
Well, the legs have done it, so hopefully he can reproduce that.
Exactly, that's how the old saying goes. His body's done it, and
yeah,
he knows how to do it.
Got to reproduce.
We've already seen the 2 Japanese boys surpass that qualifier. Their qualifier is also 10:12, and they did that nice and easy. But for an Australian to run 10:12, they need to become the 4th fastest Australian ever to qualify for this year's World Champs.
I reckon they can do it.
I don't see why not. Josh Clark's the 5th fastest ever.
Just got to move one more spot.
One more spot. That's all he needs.
How many qualifiers can we see in one race, do you think? How many are we going to get out of this one?
Whoa. I think if we push the limits, we get 4.
I was thinking the same thing. I reckon tonight we might go close. 3 or 4.
4 in this race, yeah. If we get 4, whew. When was the last time we'd have an Australian 100 metres with 4 guys under 10:12? We've been quite...
Ever?
Apart from the Sydney Olympics. Let's forget about the Sydney Olympics. So we saw earlier, we think it's the fastest time done at this track. In 1985, Ben Johnson ran 10 flat. And I'd have to say the only sub-10s that were done in Australia, apart from PJ Windy in Perth, was probably Maurice Green in the Sydney Olympics again.
Absolutely.
Really does skew your results when you have the Olympics in your own backyard.
How fortunate we were to have that, though.
So these 2 Japanese boys, they've already run 10:0. And they're both silver medalists from the Rio Olympics in the 4x1. Josh back in the white. He ran in all black at the ACT champs.
Lucky all white. Sydney Uni.
It could
Mighty
be.
Lions.
It could be.
Pretty sure he was wearing that last time he ran qualifiers.
He's 10:15. It was here, just reversed down the back straight.
Trying to recreate. But a little bit faster.
A little bit fast, just a little bit faster.
A little bit.
Well, he has run 10:22 here already this year on a wet track in long tights and I'll say t-shirt, but it was a compression shirt. And
T-shirt sounds cool. We'll go
sounds
with
a lot cooler. Yeah, it was really baggy. He had a collar and everything.
Just casually, 10:22.
It looked like a casual 10:22 actually as well. But with these Japanese athletes and a very fast starting Trey on his outside, as well as Miller, I think we might see something pretty special. Probably have to stand up for this one.
Let's stand up.
I can actually see less when I stand up. Oh, they've missed the start. Athletes on the inside, not very well. Yamagata's flying away. Kiryu is coming home strong as well as Miller. Yamagata, 10:09. Wind a negative 0.1, but there was something going on in the blocks there.
There was too much action going on there for me to follow.
Yamagata out clean, but Kiryu and Clark missing the start by a mile. Not sure what happened in the blocks there. 10:08. Definitely like to see a replay of what happened in those blocks. Seeing Clark and Kiryu missed that start by a long way.
Must have been a flinch or something.
Very surprised it didn't get called up, but here we go. Trey taking his time to get in the blocks there.
And in second place there, Yoshihide Kiryu. 10.19. So great to see those two visitors here from Japan. Put on a real show.
It didn't look like there was much going on there, but Kiryu and Clark missing it and just having to play catch up the whole time.
Played a really good job of it.
Yeah, Kiryu did come home very, very strong, and it really put Clark off. Miller came home as well, but we didn't get to see our multiple 10-12s, did we? Unfortunately.
Maybe we set the bar too high.
Yeah, we may have jinxed it.
Maybe we did. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Well, hopefully they'll be back to do the 200 metres tomorrow.
Absolutely. With me. Not with me. After me.
Oh, you can run in the boys' race.
Yeah, why not?
Ladies and gentlemen, Benny Offrance. Yeah, thanks, Dio. What a fantastic run that was. Obviously, 10.08, I believe it was.
As you can see, we did hear before, there's a gigantic Japanese media contingent. Good to see the camo suit shirts. And he's wearing matching shorts and a singlet.
He looks great. I was sitting in the crowd before observing everyone. It looks like they've got a really massive support crew here, which is really exciting. It means that everyone's going to be tuning in and supporting the Japanese from Japan.
Obviously from Japan
Yeah.
and
And
around.
worldwide and
Yeah, worldwide,
Australia.
of course. But Ryota Yamagata, very strong. He's got a handy 200 as well, and I think we'll see Kiryu in the 200 later. There's actually only 3 Australians in the A 200 metres.
Really?
Yes, and I think with Tom Gamble pulling out of the 100, he might not be well enough to run the 200, so we might only see 2 Australians in it.
Maybe he's saving.
He could be saving. Could be, but if he does run, we'll see Hartman as well as Will Johns. But we've got 3 Japanese and 2 New Zealanders in that A race. So
Super
there's
international.
plenty of international flavour. There on the start sheets now, women's discus ambulant, Sarah Edmiston, Holly Saunders, and Claire Kiefer. And it's also for the able-bodied, and we'll see Brianna Bordelanza, Christina Moore, Kirsty Lee Williams, Kim Mulhall, Taryn Golshevsky, Jade Lally, and Danny Stevens. And as the discus starts, we will say farewell to Ella Nelson.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll watch her, not on this side, but out on the track, and possibly an interview after a 23:10 or better tomorrow with Ben Offrance.
That would be great. Missed the live stream. Hope you guys are enjoying it. We've missed you, Matt. Good to be back.
It is good to be back.
See you tomorrow.
We're back for some discus, and we'll say goodbye to Ella. And there's the official results there. Kiryu and Clark doing very well to get back from where they were. 10.19 and 10.32. Joseph Miller, huge PB, 10.24. PB was 10.30 at Nitro over the 100 metres. And apparently Jim didn't start that race, but I don't think he was in that race. He ran earlier, but he ran 10.32.